Good morning, everybody. Huh. Been a while since I made a bookish video, but I'm back in my Stephen King shelf, and I did a little bit of revamping. I got two more bookshelves over there, but I just have Creepshow on display here, and my Dark Tower series is on my second bookshelf. But anyway, I'm here today to finally give you my review of the book that only took me almost 3 months to read, and that is The Stand. Huh. There we go. Okay. I finished this on Sunday night, and I'm just going to give you a brief review on it, and here we go. The Stand tells the story of a super flu called Captain Trips. It wipes out 99.4% of the Earth's population, and that's literally book one. And book one to me is a really frightening experience because you get some of this, you get the plague, and you don't really know much about it, but it really gets going really, really fast, especially for the end of book one when we first hear about Randall Flagg and Mother Abigail. So there's not much to be said about book one. It's just like character building. It really gets more interesting in book two, which is literally about the forces of good and the introduction of Mother Abigail and her character arc. Mother Abigail is a 108-year-old black woman, and she has the power to get into people's dreams, and she wants people to like come join her in the fight against Randall Flagg, which is probably one of the best antagonists I've read from Stephen King so far. I know he's a very, very big part in this book, but he's kind of like a side character in the Dark Tower, which I haven't got to yet, but I will eventually. But anyway, book two to me kind of like drags. I've heard a lot of people say that it's kind of like a slog to get through because I wasn't the only one to read The Stand over the summer. I've encountered quite a few people through the Halo group and the Stephen King book club group that I'm on Facebook. A lot of people have been reading this book or is just now starting it or have finished it before me. But seems that a lot of people like agree with me there that book two is kind of like the weakest part, and it's just basically all about meetings. You get like probably about like 400 pages of just what to do with Randall Flagg. That's kind of like the part that I was waiting to get past, but book two ends on a very explosive end because I guess I'll get into spoilers, but Harold and Nadine actually Randall Flagg's influence, and they blow up the meeting, and quite a few people die. And at the end of the book, Larry Underwood, Glenn Bateman, Ralph Brentner, and Stu Redman, and Kojak the dog all go up against trying to fight Randall Flagg, but unfortunately, Stu Redman is the only survivor. And if you know what happens near the end of this book, it is Trash Can Man's apparent betrayal towards Randall Flagg. He has like a nuclear weapon. he blows up all of Las Vegas, and pretty much everybody is wiped out except for Stu Redman, which, by the way, he broke his leg when he fell into like a ravine, and the three of them left him to die. But he is saved by Tom Cullen, which is probably one of the sweetest characters I've ever read about in his books. He's a mentally challenged man, and he just keeps Stu Redman by his side, and they end up making it back to Boulder. And these last 100 pages were really, really emotional because you had like the camaraderie between Stu Redman and Tom Cullen, and it's just very, very good. And I don't want to end this review on some of Bernie Wrightson's illustrations. I'm going to show you quite a few of them right now. And this is the very last illustration. Apparently you get Randall Flagg being reborn. He is encountered by like some kind of like tribe of some sort, and it's a really, really chilling ending. And some other illustrations I have here. Give me a minute, because this is a huge freaking book. This one here with the kid, and apparently the wolves are Randall Flagg. And this is like in the middle of the book, and it I think this occurs before like the rape scene between the kid and oh god, I think it actually is Trash Can Man, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it is Trash Can Man. But it is a pretty weird scene, and it wasn't easy to read, but there are some really, really big trigger warnings for abuse, rape, and murder and torture. So going into that, you got to know a little bit about the story, and I went in here blind, not knowing any of that. I never knew anything about this, but I knew I had to tackle it someday, so I picked this year in spite of COVID-19. Why not? But the pandemic going on right now actually transpires well with this book, because there could be like certain aspects to this book that could happen in today's society. But this is a work of fiction, of course, and yeah, I think Stephen King did a really, really, really good job with this, and this might end up being in my top 3 favorites. It's that good. If you haven't read The Stand yet, definitely give it a try. It's huge. But yeah, this is a fantastic book, and like I said, it gets boring like in the middle of book 2, but you just keep reading to see what happens. And yeah, this book easily gets 5 stars. If you haven't checked out The Stand, read it. Hell, I even got the mini-series here. I'll have to probably give it a watch here pretty soon to see it translated to screen. And this is of course, the original ABC version that came out in '94, and you know that they're actually going to remake this through CBS All Access. Mother Abigail is Whoopi Goldberg, and Randall Flagg is Alexander Skarsgård, if I'm not mistaken. And pretty sure they'll handle this really, really well. So can't wait for that to come on, and I can't wait to start this. So that's my review on Stephen King's The Stand, the complete and uncut edition. So, if you like this video, give it a like, give it a share, comment, subscribe, stay awesome, and keep reading. And a couple other videos I have in mind for today and tomorrow. I'm actually going to film one right after this. It's going to be my July book haul. A lot of books to talk about on that video. And I just watched Secret Window this morning. I will have a movie review for that tomorrow. And if I do have time tomorrow, I will do my July wrap-up. So, keep standing. I'll see you guys in a minute. Later.